Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at it's sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stop pick. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounce. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the future, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them passes and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my making it in, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profits. That TTG money gang, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. What did Jamie Dimon say this time? What's this guy up to? He's been very vocal over the last year and a half as we've been experiencing, obviously, the crash and the sell-off from last year, the banking crisis this year. The guy just keeps on talking. He keeps on saying some comments, and it's got the markets moving. And we're moving right now, even after hours. The markets are trading to the upside, fresh, new highs. Markets pumping. We had an initial gap down today. We took the whole move back, and we're trading right now at fresh session highs. Even though the markets have just closed, we're printing new highs, 410 on the spot, ahead of a massive week of economic data. You got inflation data coming out. You got Fed minutes coming out. More jobless claim numbers coming out, retail sales numbers coming out, earnings are beginning. This is going to be a wild and crazy week. We're going to talk all about it, what we expect, where we think the opportunity is going to be, how I plan on making money from all of this, as I think all hell is about to break loose in this market. And today here, I'm going to answer every single one of your questions right here regarding individual stocks or something on the status of the overall markets, the overall economy, and what we expect in the coming days, weeks, and months. Because I have very specific game plans on what I think this market does over the next few days, but then also I have very specific game plan on what I think this market does for the entire rest of the year. And I'll explain to you guys how I am positioned to make money from it. So welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, but now the co-founder and head trader at True Trading Group. And if you don't know by now, we're the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform available today. So if you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you folks have come to the right place, because 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here on this YouTube channel where myself and other TeachD Pro Trading mods and special guests drop golden nuggets, give you free lessons, education, trade ideas, and market commentary and analysis that can help you become better traders. So smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, share this stream on your own social media. Why should you listen to anything that I have to say? Folks, I did not figure this stuff out on my own. I began my career working at a fund in New York City. My first job right out of college. I had to go through a 3-month educational training program where other professional traders taught me the proper way to navigate markets before they let me touch even $1 of the fund's money. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession, the stock market crash. That was also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader of TTG, and along with my team of 9 professional trading mods and an over 30-person staff. We've helped thousands of traders from all over the world in over 100 different countries now. We actually have members in over 100 different countries in True Trading Group. We've helped thousands of members from all over the world in all walks of life reach their goals of becoming profitable. You see, we're the fastest growing and highest rated online platform because we combine university level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools. We do live workshops and provide mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, and futures, but all styles of trading. So day trading, swing trading, and also long-term investing. We cover all of it. There's something for everyone inside True Trading Group. See, at TGD, guys, we take that university level curriculum. We combine it with today's top financial tools that are worth well over $5,000 a year, give you access to these tools. These are tools that you need. Okay. They give you more information that help you make better decisions, that increase your chances of success. If successful traders are using these tools, you should be using them too. But the problem is they're expensive. They're $5,000 a year if you're going to go to these companies and pay for them on your own. We know that's a lot. That's why we spend years building relationships with these companies so we can put their products on our platform at no additional cost to you, the TeachD fam. So right there saves you around $5,000, and make sure that you are armed with the tools necessary to give you the best chance of becoming profitable and becoming successful. You'll also become part of the family, the TTG members. That is what makes TTG so great. Our community of members is the most educated, helpful, supportive, and successful community of traders you're ever going to find. And they are more than willing to help every single one of each other on their journeys to becoming profitable. You're also going to get all of the real-time trade alerts from the moderators and myself that have been able to maintain a cumulative win rate amongst us as a group of just around 80% now going on the last 3 years. So again, folks, welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. If you're new, make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn on your notifications. Let's reach out, let's educate, let's empower as many retail traders as we possibly can. All right, so folks, welcome to our live stream. So we got this, move here in the markets. I want to kind of just give you a quick little recap of what's going on, where we are in the markets right now. And then I want to go ahead. I'm going to open up the floor and I'm going to do a blanket Q&A session, let you guys ask me a bunch of questions. And then we'll talk about kind of what I think we get from this CPI number that is so incredibly important on Wednesday. It's coming out 8:30 a.m. Eastern time before the market opens. CPI, inflation number for March. The whole world's watching. The whole world's watching because you got the Fed meeting then that's coming up next month, and everybody wants to know, are they going to give you 25 basis points? Because right now the expectation is 25 basis points. There's a 70% likelihood that the Fed raises another 25 basis points. So that's already kind of getting baked in. 70% is getting baked in. It was a 50-50 coin flip about a week and a half ago. It was 68% last night. And then when futures opened up today, that number went all the way to 70. Okay, so that's a pretty high number. And you may see that number even continue higher into tomorrow. And then depending on the CPI inflation data, if that inflation number is higher than expected, then you're going to expect that number to really, really, really shoot up to the upside for the expectation for that 25 basis point hike. Okay. But you got this bit of a gap down here today. Now, if you caught our live stream Sunday evening, okay, yesterday, I gave you guys an entire kind of game plan. I gave you guys a list of stocks that I'd be focusing on going into the CPI number. And I said go very specifically with regards to the SPY, this support level down here around this 406 zone. So we talked about this level yesterday, and I want to go back and I want to draw this out for you just to recap for it in case you guys missed it. If you've been following the live stream for a while, then you know what I've been talking about this level ad nauseum. And you can see here previous resistance, and then you go back, and then you can see here it was first a level of support, and then once again, level of resistance. Now, after we broke through this level at the end of March with a nice surge in volume, we came back and we have retested this level now 3 consecutive days in a row. 1, 2, 3. So this level of used to be resistance, now acting clearly as a level of support as the market has stabilized. And that's the exact word that we used last night on our live stream. I expect the market to stabilize going into this CPI print, and that support level is right back in play. That is verbatim the words from last night. That support level is showing its face here yet once again, pushing the markets off from a gap down to 406 all the way up to 410. And now tomorrow, what I expect from this market is just a little bit of a cool off. I expect the markets just to kind of sit here, go above today's high, but not above the high of the day from the 4th. So high of the day from the 4th is 412. I don't necessarily think we get above I don't necessarily think we get above the 412, but I do think we trade above 410 tomorrow. But also I think you stay within this little bit of a range. So you get a candle that looks something similar to this is what I kind of think you'll see tomorrow. And then everybody waits for the CPI number Wednesday morning. And that's when all hell breaks loose. All right. So that is when all hell breaks loose. What I'll actually do, what I'll do here is I'll kind of give you guys my analysis here on the SPY first. And we'll talk about kind of CPI and we'll talk about kind of what some of the expectations are for that. And then once I do that, then we'll go into a Q&A because I feel like, my analysis may answer a lot of your people's questions. So maybe I'll go through all of that with you first so we can start to have an idea of how we're going to be trading this. My initial gut tells me, if you asked me, Mike, what do you think this number is going to come in at? I think that you're going to see either a inflation number that is in line or under expectations. I don't think we're going to get a hot CPI print, but I don't try to predict these numbers. Like these binary events like this, I really don't try to predict them. There is absolutely no way in hell that I have any idea what that CPI print's going to be. Everybody can have an educated guess, but that's all it is. It's a guess. And if someone says, I think the CPI number is going to be this, and they're right, it doesn't mean that they're a good trader. If someone says, I think it's going to be that, and they're wrong, it doesn't mean that they're a bad trader. It is a complete guess. Nobody knows what this number is going to be. So rather than try to predict that number, I'm going to go into Wednesday neutral. I'm going to go into Wednesday neutral, and I'm going to say to myself, I will react to what this number is. Okay? So let's talk about a little if this, then that type of scenario. First, what are the expectations for this CPI number? The year-over-year number is expected to be 5.2. Okay, core year-over-year number is expected to be 5.6. The month-over-month CPI is expected at 0.2. The core month-over-month is expected at 0.4. So obviously, as you can see right away, that core CPI number is expected to be significantly higher than the CPI number itself. The core number is the problem number, right? That is inflation once you minus out food and energy. So once you strip out food and energy, you get core CPI. The regular CPI includes food and energy. The core CPI number is the part, that's the area of inflation that's sticky. That's the area of inflation that the Fed is having a harder time bringing down, but it's also the area of inflation that the Fed has control over. The Fed has no control over oil prices, gas prices, the price of eggs. The Fed's got nothing to do with that. The Fed can control other areas of inflation, and they want to see their efforts of raising rates in the core number. So that's what we're expecting. 5.2 year over year, core 5.6 year over year, 0.2 month over month, core 0.4 month over month. Okay. Wait, let me see. Is that a typo? Is that 0.4? 0.04. That's got to be a typo. I think it's 0.4, not 0.04. Let me see here. Yep, 0.4. Yeah, that was a typo. So 0.4. Okay, so 0.4 month over month for the core, 0.2 month over month for the regular CPI. So let's talk about what the markets do if these numbers, as these numbers come in. If you get a lighter than expected CPI number, and when I say lighter than expected, I mean straight across the board, it's got to be light. All right, we got to be light straight across the board. So CPI and core CPI has got to come under the expectation. If that is the case, then I think this market pumps up to this level of resistance. Okay, and I think we can get up into the high 14s, right? So this early February resistance zone, that is where I think this market would be able to push to. And I think this bear market rally that we've had off of those October lows can give you a bit more legs. I came on my live stream on March 28th and March 29th. And I told you guys that we're set up. Don't take my word for it. Go back and watch the live stream. March 28th and March 29th. Telling you that we're set up for a bear market rally. We've been long net on this bear market rally. We've done very, very well inside True Trading Group over these last couple of weeks. And I think that we might have a little bit more upside here, especially if the CPI number comes in under the expectation. So you got to be paying attention to this, okay, the CPI number, because that is what could push this market up to this level of resistance. Once we get up to this level of resistance, I'm going to be looking for January expiration SPY put options. If we get to like 416 to 420 in that area of the SPY, I'm going to buy further out longer dated put options. I'm going to hold them for probably about 5 to 6 months would be kind of my expectation on that trade. And I think that's a beautiful level of resistance for us to be getting short at, as I do not believe the market will be able, it's light CPI or not, I do not believe the market's going to be able to break above this level of resistance that you have here sitting at 430 on the SPY. So light CPI sees the market rally, and we rally right into a zone of resistance that enables us to buy put options and then look for the market to then roll back over and start to trade back a little bit lower to the downside once you get into your summer months. So that's exactly how I am going to be positioning myself from a longer term perspective. We're not Monday morning quarterbacks here, guys, on this YouTube channel or within True Trading Group. I put my neck out there. I tell you what I think is going to happen, not just tomorrow, but what's going to happen in the weeks to come and in the months to come. And that's going to be my game plan. I'll let you know exactly when I put that trade on. Members of True Trading Group will be there with me, obviously, the day of, and obviously the very exact moment. that my trade executes, my order fills, members are going to be notified instantly in real time when I have now entered that trade. All right, so that is a trade that's coming up. It's coming up here soon. And I think that a lighter than expected CPI number could be the exact catalyst we need to get us up into that zone. All right. That's the type of trade that if I'm correct, we can pull out a 500 to 600% gain. All right. If I'm correct with what I think the markets do, you could be looking at a 500 to 600% gain. And that's the type of trade and that's the type of potential that something like that would have if the analysis is correct. And not for nothing, but if you guys have been following the live stream for the last 2 years, our analysis on the overall market so far has been absolutely perfectly spot on. From bear market rally to, hey, I think the market's going to roll over and sell off. Hey, bear market rally. We've been all over these kind of flows within the market. Stocks don't go down in straight lines. They don't go up in straight lines, right? You can say all you want about the economy and about the recession. You can say whatever you want, but stock markets don't go down in straight lines. As you have seen, obviously, over the last several months, the markets rallied in January and we rallied again in March, right? So even in the wake of the sell-off in the very beginning of March, when you had the banking crisis, the market still found a way to rally and finish the month of March green and substantially green. So you got to be on the right side of that momentum. Otherwise, you can get yourself really run over. All right. So I'm looking for that to be my target if we have a lighter than expected CPI number. Now, if that CPI number comes in line with expectations or is mixed, what do I mean by mixed? Okay, so in line with expectations, self-explanatory, right? It comes in with the numbers we're expected to be. If it's mixed, meaning maybe the headline CPI number is under expectations, but the core number is above expectations. It's mixed. I think you get a similar reaction to the numbers being mixed than if the numbers are also in line with expectations. Okay, it depends on how much higher, okay, the core number is. If the core number is significantly higher, that will trump a better than expected headline number. So the core number is the number that the Fed really cares about. But let's say the numbers come in line with expectation. Okay, it's expected 5.2. It comes in 5.2. Core is 5.6. Month over month is 0.2. Core month over month is 0.4. That's what's expected. Let's say that's what you get. Then I think the market again trades higher, but I just don't think we go as high as we would if we were able to get lighter than expected. I think you can see maybe a push that takes you to like a top end of 415. I don't think maybe we get all the way to 420. I think maybe you see a 415 push, get into some of these resistance levels from early February, but not quite be able to break through that 415 zone. So we kind of get up here and then start to stall a little bit. And then you have a day where maybe the markets rally on CPI and then you pull back the very next day and you get something that looks kind of similar to where it's like you have a breakout day and you take it right back the very next day. So either way, though, that day of CPI, I would be long if the numbers are in line or if the numbers are under expectations. I'd be long for the day trade, and then we look to position ourselves longer term in put options. Okay, that's going to be the game plan there for the CPI number. Now, if the CPI number comes in above expectations, let's say headline comes in at 5.4, core comes in at 5.7, month over month headline is 0.2, core month over month is 0.6. So let's say significantly higher than what the expectation was. Then I think it is a straight shot. Okay, I think it's a straight shot down to 400 to like 401. All right, then I think you get a candle that looks something similar to this if the number is significantly higher than expected, and that takes you into your secondary support level. All right, so I've been talking to you guys on these live streams about two different support levels. One is primary around 406. The other is secondary around 401. Now, the primary level is what has been holding for the last 3 trading days. A higher than expected CPI number would break that number. Okay, so higher than expected CPI, I say breaks the primary support of 406, which is the low of the day for the last 3 days. It's a very easy level to identify, right? You can go to that 15-minute chart and just draw a line. There it is, 1, 2, 3, right? You can see that level of support. A higher than expected CPI print breaks that and takes you, in my opinion, to your secondary level of support, which is going to be down around that 401 to 402, call it 401 and a half. All right. And that is going to be, I'll just draw it out for you. You will see there previous support. resistance, resistance. That's the Fed day, by the way, folks. That's the Fed day, the 22nd. And then also resistance here. That's the high of the day when we first found out about Silicon Valley Bank. And then previous resistance structure here as well, right? So that's your secondary level of support. That would be my target if you got a hotter than expected CPI print. And if that is the case, I would say you get yourself into put options at that moment on that day. And I think you're good to hold on to them. I think you're good to hold on to because I think you would then I think that level would also break, that 401 level. Maybe not in that day, but in the 2 to 3 days to come, I would expect further downside. And I would look for us to kind of fill this gap. You have this open gap right here. See this open gap? That's an unfilled gap. So I would expect that gap to then be filled within the 2 to 3 days of the higher than expected CPI print. I would expect weakness in the market for at least 2 to 3 days, not just one day. Okay. So that's kind of my thought process there with where the markets currently stand and where we are. What I want to do here now is that's kind of my analysis there with the SPY. I want to go over and I want to kind of open up the floor a little bit. And I want to allow for some people to kind of ask questions of anything that's on your mind. Okay. Anything that's on your mind. We had a fantastic live stream last night. We had a very special guest on the live stream last night, Steve Leisman, award-winning economist, journalist, and the senior economics reporter for CNBC was with us last night on our live stream. So I got to ask him a bunch of really great questions. We had a wonderful little interview. You guys can go back and check out that live stream from last night if you guys missed it with Steve Leisman. So I didn't have a chance to really answer any questions from the viewers. So now that we have all this crazy stuff about to unfold, CPI data, PPI data, Fed minutes, retail sales, and the very beginning of earnings, this market's about to get extremely volatile. Volatility is exactly what we like. Volatility equals opportunity. And that is exactly how we as traders obviously make money. We take advantage of that opportunity. This is the most opportunistic market that I've ever seen. So I want to take a couple of minutes here today. I want to open the floor, let you guys ask me questions. Don't be shy. Okay, there's no such thing as a stupid question. Asking questions is how you guys learn. So begin typing your questions in chat right now, and let's go ahead and begin that Q&A. What we'll do is when we see a question, we'll grab it, we'll throw it up on the screen, and it'll be my pleasure to answer it. How do you think the banks will react? It's such a great question. This is what everybody wants to know, right? Because this is what you're going to see. How do I think the banks will react? Not evenly. Some banks are going to do much better than others. So we're going to find out. We kick off big banks with JP Morgan on Friday, and then the next week you're going to get a lot of the other banks. So we're going to find out from each individual bank who had the hardest time during the Silicon Valley collapse. When all the deposits were being withdrawn from the banks, which banks suffered the most? Which banks have weakened the most? Because a lot of money left some banks and went into other banks. Now, the money deposits that went into some of the larger banks, that could be a drag on earnings because of the interest expense that they have to pay on that money. So receiving billions of dollars in deposits in this environment, in this current situation, is actually not necessarily a good thing for the bank. And obviously these other banks that have lost their deposits, that's not necessarily good for them because it means that they're able to lend less and make less money on other banking products if they need those deposits, those steady deposits on their books in order to be able to do. Not all these banks are going to fare the same. And it's a huge question mark right now between how is Wells Fargo, Bank of America, and JP Morgan going to do versus, let's say, a Goldman Sachs and a Morgan Stanley that is much more focused on trading, much more focused on investment banking services, rather than just like a traditional consumer bank, like, have Bank of America, Wells Fargo, And they have their own, obviously, investment banking departments and their trading departments and everything else, but they are a lot more involved in that retail consumer banking area of the market. You can't walk into Morgan Stanley or Goldman Sachs and just, hey, I want to open up a checking account, right? But you can do that to Bank of America. You can do that for Wells Fargo. So, those are all the big major banks. Then you have all the small regional banks, right? The big, large major banks, I expect them to hold up better than the small regional banks. But it's impossible for me to sit here and tell you which bank is going to do better than the rest. I don't think they're all going to go down together. I don't think they're all going to go up together. Some are going to be up and some are going to be down. I do not know how that is going to unfold. We're going to find out who got hit the hardest with those withdrawals. And what does that mean for their expectations going forward? How much was that affecting their ability to lend capital and earn money for the next quarter and for the rest of this year? So some of these stocks are going to get hit pretty hard. Others, you're going to see move to the upside as they kind of withstood the storm. And it shows how strong of a financial position that they're in. So a lot of shareholders may leave the weaker banks and go and buy those banks, and you can get a complete inverse reaction on some of these banks. So no way in hell, Kaivo, am I going to try to predict which bank's going up or down? Not what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait, let the earnings come out, and then I'm going to play which ones are hit the worst. I'll be short, and then I can be long the others, and we can put on a beautiful hedge trade where we could be short and long at the same time and try to capitalize on that movement. Thoughts on Tesla price actions before earnings? Thank you. Tesla's price action, the stock's gotten beat up. Stock's gotten beat up over the last month. Their Q1 deliveries were record high, but there was some worries about earnings, or there was some worry about inventory levels and inventory levels impacting their earnings. And that's why the stock sold off, because as they're producing more vehicles, yes, there's more demand, but they're also increasing their inventory levels. But in my opinion, that makes total sense. As demand increases and production increases, of course, their inventory levels are going to increase. But Tesla was never a company that had large amounts of inventory. So that was really never a liability or an expense that the company had to really deal with a lot, because a lot of their cars are kind of made to order, and they usually would deliver very, very, very close to the amount of cars that they actually produced. There was never really a big gap in between the cars they produced and the cars they delivered. So that inventory was usually very, very small. Now, as they're getting to these, 400,000+ deliveries in a quarter, those inventory levels are starting to increase a bit. So some people were concerned that that's going to show up negatively in their earnings and in their earnings power, not to mention the company keeps reducing the price of their vehicles. So just again, today they announced a $1,000 price cut on the Model 3, a $2,000 price cut on the Model Y, a $5,000 price cut on the Model S, and I think it was a $6,000 or $7,000 price cut on the Model X, the big SUV. So, more price cuts coming on the car. Well, that's going to eat into their margins, right? If you sell the car for less, okay, you're looking for that is going to be, it's going to eat on their margins, and that could impact earnings. So there's some concerns there. So a lot of that weakness is built into Tesla's recent pullback in the last week. So if they come out with a surprise and you see that the inventory expense that people were worried about does not show up in earnings, and they actually beat on earnings per share, then this stock goes right back to the upside and probably trades back to 200. Great questions, folks. Keep them flying. What's the recent bond market crash saying? I know it's not believing the Fed. More issues to come. Matt, the bond market has fully priced in and has been now for a year the likelihood of a recession with the inverted yield curve. So, what the bond market is telling you is it's completely inverted. So whenever you have complete inversions in the bond market, that is a sign of the bond market anticipating a recession. Now, if you've been following the TGD live streams for a while, you know that for the last 8 months or so, I've been saying that I think we're going to have a recession this year, but I think it's going to be a mild recession. I don't expect anything crazy like 2008. I think the jobs market, the labor market is far too strong in order for us to have a 2008, 2009 like recession where unemployment went to like 9, 10%. I don't think there's any way that we have an unemployment rate that's that high. I mean, even look at right now, the economy's been slowing for the last several months, but yet the unemployment rate is still 3.5. So, to see the unemployment rate even go up to 4.5 or 5, that is not a bad recession at all. Matter of fact, if you look at the unemployment rate, the average over the last 20 years, it's around 5%. So right now you're significantly under the average unemployment rate. So even if you tick higher to 4.5, 4.8, that's still historically a low unemployment rate. And it's not something that I envision being like a 9 or 10% like you saw in the 08 crash and like you saw during the early 80s and that double dip recession. You had 2 recessions in the early 80s. 80, you bounced out of it in 81, you went back into a recession in 82. And unemployment skyrocketed to around 10%. I don't see that happening. But the inverted yield curve is telling you that the bond market expects a recession. Now, what happened today, you had yields recover a little bit, which means the price of bonds went down as the interest rate the bond pays goes up as the price of the bond goes down, and vice versa. As the price of a bond goes up, the yield goes down. Okay, so it's an inverse correlation between the price of the bond and the yield that the bond pays. You had a little bit of a recovery today in the yield. So yields were starting to move back there to the upside, which just shows you that some of the recession fears that the market had last week with the jobless claims, the ADP number coming in lighter than coming in heavier than expected or higher than expected, which means the labor market was softening. Those recession fears eased a little bit on Friday when you got the U.S. employment report and showed you that the unemployment rate actually went down. And it went down mostly because labor force participation is back to where we were kind of pre-COVID. You also have legal immigration levels are starting to return back to where they were pre-COVID. And that's helping, obviously, labor force participation by having legal immigration and workers coming into the workforce, but also having people that left the workforce during COVID coming back into the workforce. And that is helping soften up the labor market but still keeping the unemployment rate at 3.5. Okay. So, I still think that that's going to be the case. That's what the bond market is telling you. And I'm positioning myself for that. That's why I was talking about the longer dated put options on the SPY, holding them for like several months. And that's kind of where that whole thought process, that's where that whole trade idea comes from. I don't understand why you don't just do this in your chat room. I think everyone on here is a member. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct you if you're wrong. Well, let's see. People that are viewers that are on this live stream, if you guys are not members of True Trading Group, go ahead right now and type the letters TTG. So go ahead and type the letters TTG if you are not a member of True Trading Group. So go ahead and type the letters TTG if you guys are not a member of True Trading Group. I know we have a lot of people on here that are members, as my TTG fam always comes out and represents on the live streams. But if you're not a member, type TTG. Let's see who we have here that's not a member. Antoinette, Acrid, Hayden, E, Sylvan, Armando. Hey guys, go ahead and type the letters TTG. Don't be shy. Keith, Steven, Jason. Wow. Austin, would you look at that? Armando's first time here. Welcome to the family, Armando. Tobias, how are you? Benz, K-Jax, I am Wake. A lot of new faces joining us here today. Miss J, how are you? We've got Vano. I'm a bot for Ken Griffin. I like it. Jow, what's up? Yeah, so there you go. So Austin, so there you go. So that's why we do these. We do these live streams, right? So it's so I can have these open discussions while we're not all trading and chat and focusing on trading and buying and selling stuff. And we're focused on making money during the trading day. These live streams, I like to focus on setting us up to make money, preparing us to make money. Inside chat, that's where the magic happens. That's where we execute on those game plans. That's where we actually make that money and generate that income and make those decisions and execute on all of these ideas. But on these live streams, that's where I like to kind of prepare you guys for what's to come. And so you guys have a clear game plan on how to execute on the trade ideas and the analysis that we have set forth for you, so you guys can put yourself in the best positions to profit. So that's why we do these. And, while I have all these people that are with me here today that are not members of True Trading Group, I actually want to make sure you guys are fully well aware, because the priceless membership has actually started. Okay, have actually started to has actually started to climb. Let me see what we got going on here. Hold on 1 second, guys. Stand by. Nice. Let's hope you become members. We're lucky to be part of this group. Yes. Curaleaf for goodbye for long term. Wow. I haven't heard that ticker symbol in a long time. I like Curaleaf as one of the marijuana stocks, but these marijuana stocks aren't going to do a single damn thing until the US government changes the laws around cannabis. So you have Curaleaf is a company that generates $1 billion in sales and in revenue and trades at $2.5. And it's not going to do anything until the US government changes their laws on cannabis. So as long as cannabis is federally illegal and these companies do not have access to true banking, they don't have access to true financial services, they pay their taxes differently. They don't get as many tax write-offs as if they were a traditional company, that results in tens of millions of dollars in additional tax payments that could be going right to their bottom line. All of this just really hurts these companies and hurts these stocks. So you're not going to get a real move to the upside. You're not going to get a real move to the upside until you get some type of regulation change, some type of law change. So just got to be on the lookout for it. Follow along with what's going on with all the different current legislation, and if members of Congress push towards, if members of Congress can, push towards getting some type of change in cannabis laws. Look, man, with all due respect, no one on here wants a membership. Even if they type TTG, come on, bro. They're obviously dumb money. They're getting advice from YouTube. Wow. Man, Austin, you could not be any further from wrong. And to say that they're obviously dumb money. I mean, it's funny that you use the phrase dumb money, because when we started True Trading Group, my whole concept here is I want True Trading Group to be the reason why Wall Street and professionals no longer refer to retail traders as dumb money. I want True Trading Group to be the reason for that. Because True Trading Group, in my opinion, is the only place where retail traders and investors can get access to professional level of education. It's the same stuff I learned that I worked at a hedge fund in New York. And you get access to professional level tools that successful traders are using on a daily basis. You're not just getting a Discord and a bunch of idiots on social media or in some Twitter group or on Reddit or something like that. Okay, you're getting real analysis and real trades from a group of professional traders. And you're in the meantime, you're getting access to professional education and tools as well. So I want to be the reason why they, stop referring to retail traders as dumb money. So it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny that you actually, said the term dumb money. And with all due respect, people on here do want memberships. There's hundreds of people on here right now that are glad that I offered them a membership on this live stream, because I do offer memberships on this live stream. Why don't you guys, why don't you type the number 1 in chat right now if you're happy that I offered you a membership on this live stream. If you're happy I've offered you a membership, okay? If you're happy, I used it because you used it. Yeah. Yep, that is not a phrase that I came up with, Austin. That is a real world phrase. That is a real world phrase that Wall Street traders use to refer to retail traders. I didn't make that phrase up. Dumb money is what they call you. They call themselves smart money. And you can see, Austin, how many people over here actually are typing the number one inside chat. These are all your teaching members that are damn happy that I offered them a membership on this live stream. And they're damn happy that I offered them a membership on this live stream. It's because they're making money now. It's because finally, after trying to do this on their own, after trying to follow people on Reddit and try to follow, different Discord groups, finally they're having success and they're finally making money, becoming better traders. You don't have to take my word for it. Now, maybe why don't you guys, if you're members of the trading group and you're making money, type the $. So I saw everyone that typed the number one that said, I'm happy that Mike offered me a membership, but now I want you to type the $. If now you're making money that you've joined the membership, right? Joining the membership is one thing. Making money is something else. And that's why you're here. You're here to make money. You're not here to watch other people make money. So why don't you guys type the $sign inside chat so you can show Austin why it is that so many people do want a membership to True Trading Group. It's because it works. Plain and simple. I don't understand this question. Bar SCG members, they're honestly interested in spending their money on your platform, maybe two. What are you saying? Like type the number two? Well, anyway, awesome. You can see how many people are typing.
No, dude. What he meant, I think, was he's saying that out of all the people that type TTG, that maybe two of them are actually interested in spending money on this platform.
Okay. You think that's what he meant by that? Actually, members, they're honestly interested.
Yes. Yeah, I'm positive. I mean, I don't know what. Nothing else would make sense. Honestly, the guy is just a complete douche. But I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe just.
I mean, sounds a little bitter. Like he needs a hug. So.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way. Certainly seems that way. Well, non-members, let's see here. Non-members, why don't you guys type the number one if you'd be interested in spending your money on the True Trading Group platform? Maybe non-members, why don't you guys go ahead now and type the number one if you'd be interested in our platform? Let's see here. We got Rep. We got Joelle. We got Antoinette. Evan, Acrid. Yes, this is true, Ty. CJ, Steven. I'm new to this forum. Explain your program. Sure, Mary. Miss Rose. Yeah, I don't know, Austin. That looks like a lot more than two, brother. Looks like a lot more than two.
Okay, now, Joe, now you can kick him out.
Yeah, I would just, yeah.
No. I just wanted to prove a point. Now, Joe, now you can kick him out. Thank you.
Bye, Austin. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, listen, all of you. Oh, there it is. There it is. Now we're talking. Give him the stone cold, baby. There it is. The stone cold stunner. All right. Those of you that are typing the number one that said that you actually are interested in.
Yo, fun fact. I'm not sure Austin's his real first name, but there's somebody with the same last name that was a trial member that tried to negotiate a cheaper rate with Luciano, and we told him no. And this was this was last Friday.
So it's the same person.
I would assume so.
Yeah, that's too much of a coincidence. So it's a bitter trial member that wanted to desperately join our group, but kept trying to haggle us. Got it. and is angry that we did not give him the price that he wanted.
Right. He wanted a price that was under $1,000, and we went back and forth, and we're like, no. But they were a trial member, is what that was.
Well, funny how the world works, ain't it, folks?
No, you know what's really going to be funny? What's really going to be funny is explain to them what they get. Let me see. So I'll be right back.
I kind of have an idea. I think I know what you're doing right now. I think I know. I think I know what you're doing. Let me tell you this. Here's what I'll do real quick. Everyone that said that you were interested, before I take more questions, let me actually first tell you what you get with your membership when you do join our platform, because it is all inclusive. We're not the type of community that upsells you 100 times for 100 different things. You pay one price for the whole year. You get access to the entire platform, all of our courses and all of our tools. We're like the Netflix or trading communities. You pay one price, you get access to everything for the full year. You get the entire curriculum, all of our courses. This is a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned when I worked at the Fund in New York. It's a 3-month educational training program that I had to go through before I touched $1 of their money. Joe, why don't you post that link in chat actually so they can see the syllabus? Everyone that said you're interested, you can click on the link. You'll get a list of all of the courses and all the topics that you're going to have access to. It's every single one. Like, you don't join, then all of a sudden there's VIP courses that cost, more money. Like, oh, these courses are $500 extra. No. We don't play games like that. We give you access to all the stuff that you need to be successful when you join our platform. So it's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures. You get access to all of it, guys. It's in text and video, whatever's easier for you to learn. You also get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. So you get breaking up to the second news alerts directly inside chat, so you can be the first to know what's going on. The speed of what you get your news matters. Relying on like a Yahoo Finance is 15 minutes delayed. By the time you read the news, the stock's already moved. So you got to start getting news as soon as it hits the wire so you can act on it faster, so you have an advantage over other traders. That's what the Benzinga news feed does for you and does for our members. It's included with your membership. You don't pay extra for it. You get Quote Media's full book level 2, so you can see all the market maker orders. You get TradingView's premium charting software, which is the most commonly used charting software by traders. You get a simulator from ETNA that lets you trade stocks, options, crypto, and futures with fake money, but real-time data, so you can practice implementing what you guys are learning in the courses without risking your hard-earned money. You get the Trade Ideas scanner streams on our platform, so you can make sure you're always focused on the hottest stocks during the day. Guys, all this stuff would cost you thousands of dollars if you went to these companies directly to pay for these tools. They're all included on our platform. You don't have to pay $1 extra for any of them. You get our own proprietary scanner that lets you create custom scans. You obviously get our chat room where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic talking to you all day. We send out our real-time push notifications when the monitors enter and exit trades. You can follow along with exactly what it is that we're doing. We got the mobile app. So if you're not from your computer, you can still get all the trade alerts on your phone. So again, if you're busy and you're working a full-time job, you can follow along with everything we're doing. And again, we day trade and swing trade every day inside chat. We trade stocks and we trade options every day inside chat. There's something for everybody inside True Trading Group, but you also get dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, a trading journal, a social sentiment scanner, analyst ratings, a watch list every day. Okay. A watch list every day that tells you exactly what stocks the mods are focusing on, but a game plan. It's not just like, oh, watch Tesla. That doesn't mean anything. We will tell you what stocks we're watching and exactly the price areas that we're going to be buying and the price areas that we're going to be shorting. So you know exactly what we're going to do before the day even starts. Okay. Oh, wow. Damn. Adam is so petty. Adam, you are so petty, bro. But I like it. You're so petty, but I like it. Wow. Wow. You want to That's it, Adam. That's what everybody gets with their membership. So that guys, that's everything that you guys have access to with your membership. You also get a video library. The video library's got like 600 hours of workshops and webinars of us covering. The moderators and I, we do workshops basically every day. We do workshops covering different topics, and they're recorded. They're posted up inside of our video library. So if you guys miss them live, you can go back and you can watch them. There's a tremendous amount of information and education that's on our platform. And again, guys, you don't have to pay for any of that stuff. Okay. You don't pay $1 extra for any of it. But if you went to those companies all on your own, go to Benzinga, go to Quote Media, go to ETNA, go to Trading View, go to Trade Ideas, go to all these companies on your own, go pay. Oh, I forgot to mention congressional trading data too. So when you guys join our platform, we actually have a section where you can keep track of all the trades being made by members of Congress, short data, short information, that's there as well, analyst ratings. So you'll be able to see any stock you're interested in. You're interested in Tesla, you'll get a downloadable PDF report that tells you a full outline of the analyst coverage of Tesla and how many analysts have a buy, hold, or sell, with all of this other detailed information on as well. And it's for every single stock you're interested in. So all this is included when you guys join our platform. You don't pay literally $1 extra for any of it. It's going to save you. That's like $5,000 or $6,000 a year, honestly. And that's a lot of money to ask somebody to pay. I know that. I know that's a lot of money, right? And that's why we spend years building relationships with these companies. So you guys don't have to. All right. And think about what that says for us as a company, right? That these companies, okay, TradingView, right, Benzinga, Quote Media, just think about what that says, that these companies, some of the top stock market tools, okay, stock market fintech companies out there, allow us to put their products on our platform. So think about what that means and what that says about our platform. You don't see agreements and negotiations like that with some of these big firms with some little Discord room. We're fully transparent into your trading group, guys. You can always text us with any questions you have. You have questions about me, about our trading, about the mods, about anything at all. You can send us a text message to 786-505-4049. Again, 786-505-4049. If you guys have any questions at all about our membership. And Adam is super petty, and I'm waiting to see what he wants to do right now.
No, so here's what I am going to do right now. You ready?
I had a feeling.
So, all right. So, to Austin, I don't know if you're still on here or not.
Well, don't kick them out.
No, you can't kick them out. You just mute them. You can't kick people out of the YouTube stream. You just mute them, like hide them from the channel.
Oh, so you can't actually kick them out, kick them off it.
No. So I don't know if he's still here or not. I would, who knows? But if you are, here's what I'm going to do.
I hope he's still here. I so badly hope he's still here.
The price that you were arguing was for $50. You wanted $950 and a laptop. That's what you wanted. We went back and forth and we said no because we were already at 1037. We weren't going to do it. And, I think we offered you $950 without a laptop or $900 without a laptop or something like that. But you've inspired me.
Oh my God.
So what I'm going to do is until this live stream is over, anyone that signs up right now is going to save 59%. It's going to be $950. And I'm going to give you a brand new laptop. All right, we're going to call this. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Not $950. $900.
What?
Yeah. I'm going to lowball them. So anyone that signs up on this stream right now, $900 and a laptop.
And a laptop too?
Yeah, just to mess with them. Anyone that signed up last night for 1037, don't you worry. I'm going to credit you back the difference.
Oh my God.
All right? I'm going to credit you back the difference.
I hope Austin is still here. So bad. I hope he's still here. Oh, ain't karma a bitch? Oh.
The code is TTG121. Now, the second that this live stream is over, I'm putting the price back at 1047 where it was. I'm not waiting till midnight, none of that. You have until this live stream is over. So, and I'm going to make it unlimited, bro. I hope all of you sign up. It's called the Austin Special. Go to ttgoffer.com and it should just have the code in there. The price should be $900. You see a laptop, you're getting it. That simple. You have until the stream is over, and then I'm moving the price to 1047, and we will continue to walk our price back up. Anyone that paid a higher price last night, I will credit you the discount.
Insert foot in mouth. Go.
This is also known as the F around and find out challenge.
Yes. Yes, JR. Yes.
Damn, could you imagine trying to negotiate for $50 and then you come on this stream, you know? And then you come on this stream and you're like talking crap because you're bitter. Like you have nothing else to do with your life at like 4 o'clock or whatever time it is where you're at. Like, and
wait,
then
but how do we make sure that Austin doesn't sign up? Because I don't want him to sign up now.
No, he won't. I doubt it. I mean, dude, if he
But
does,
it's the offer that he wanted. Like, block him.
I will immediately. I can't block it, but I will immediately refund his money.
Yeah. So Austin, even if you're watching this and you actually join,
yeah, Austin, you're not able. I don't want your money, bro.
You took your shot. You missed. You're never going to be part of True Trading Group.
We got to welcome Kendall. Kendall, welcome to True Trading Group.
Kendall, welcome. Welcome.
Again, this is unlimited until this live stream is over. The very second this live stream is over, I am putting the price back.
That's hilarious. This is great. Oh, this is good. This is good. I like this. Kendall, welcome to the family, guys. I would hurry up and grab this because you're saving $147 instantly just because Austin's an S. So just go to ttgoffer.com, use the code TTG121. Adam, they have to put the code in, or is it already?
The code should be in there already, but if they don't see it, like if they don't see it in there, they can just enter it TTG121, but it should be there automatically.
Okay.
All right, we got to welcome Matthew.
Matthew, welcome to the family. Yeah, guys, so this offer will stand as long as this live stream is live. Once I'm done, and I'll take a couple more questions. So, if you're driving or whatever, I'll take a couple more questions from people before we do close things down here for the day, because we got a huge week coming up. I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions, so I will take more questions. But if you've ever been interested in True Trading Group at all, and there's never been a better time because of all the stuff that's about to happen. And if you're one of the people that's worried about, oh, everyone's talking about a recession, what am I going to do? Okay, well, folks, it's time for you guys to start preparing yourselves for that.
Steven, welcome, Steven.
Steven, and welcome to the family. Everybody welcome Steven, newest member of the group. Welcome, Steven. So we already got 3 that just jumped on and became part of the group. So welcome to the family, folks. Right, so go to ttgoffer.com right now, and you guys will get everything.
Peter Sortino.
I just
that is
saw Peter.
Austin, and you are being refunded, Peter.
No!
Yeah.
How do you know it's him?
Because it's the same last name, bro.
Oh. Wow.
Of course it's him.
Well, joke's on you, Austin. You're being refunded your money, brother.
100%.
You're being refunded your money.
What did you think was going to take place?
What did you think, man? You're just going to show up to my house, take a crap on my doorstep, and then I'm going to invite you inside for a glass of wine? Come on, bro.
Yo, by the way, Austin, in case you didn't know, man, we're quickly approaching 11,000 paying members. So, I don't know. I think there's people that want to be here.
I'm gonna make that, I think, my Twitter profile pic.
Which one?
The thing that Joe just put up there.
You should make it.
Look at that. What do you guys think? Twitter profile? I like it.
Oh my God.
I paid $10,000 for a 1-week class at Online Trading Academy. I can't believe how much money people pay that company for complete nothingness garbage. And I learned nothing. Exactly. TGG.
We got to welcome another Matthew.
I found TGG paid $1,000 for 1 year. Yeah, Alan Tran. I feel so bad for everybody that's paid money to Online Trading Academy. We have, like I said, over 10,000 members in your trading group. And every single person that I've ever talked to that's a member now that had paid for Online Trading Academy in the past, I've never met anybody that paid less than like $7,000 to that company. And every single person tells me the exact same thing. I learned nothing. Why is it that expensive? I don't understand.
Forget that. Don't tell us why it's that expensive, because it's not justified. Just tell us what they told you to get.
Yeah, what did they tell you? What did they tell you to make you spend $10,000 for a 1 week class? That's not, how many members, real quick, just a show of hands. Type the number 2 if you guys used to be part of another group, and now that you're part of True Trading Group, you found your home. Like, True Trading Group is your home. It's the best you've ever been a part of. If you've been a part of other groups in the past, but now that you're part of True Trading Group's the best, and you consider it now a home for life, go ahead and type the number 2 inside chat real quick. Type the number 2 if TTG is now home for life, but you've been a part of other groups in the past, and nobody compares to the value and the education that you're receiving at True Trading Group. I'm just curious. Maybe type the number 2 inside a chat right now, because I know that Alan Tran's not the only person that has spent an astronomical amount of money on some other program and learned nothing. So I feel you guys. Again, this is why True Trading Group exists, right? Like, Adam and I saw a massive hole, right? How do you guys, when you're thinking about, okay, I want to start my own business, I want to become an entrepreneur. And for those of you, if you guys are ever looking for entrepreneur advice, it's this guy right here who's actually been able to, since the age of 22, start and grow 3 different companies that have totaled over the last decade of a combined just around $100 million in revenue. So if anybody has entrepreneur questions, this guy above me, best entrepreneur I
Thank you so much. That's known. Also not included with your trading group. So
right, that is not included with your trading group.
Way more than an annual membership. That's
a side note. But when you guys are becoming traders, you guys are, you got to think about it like you're becoming an entrepreneur. And I totally lost my train of thought with when I just paused. What was I talking about before I just said?
A different group. Online Trading Academy. They paid a lot of money.
I totally just lost my entire train of thought when I just.
What he is saying is that he wanted to, basically tell you guys that. I don't know. I was making it up. I honestly don't know where you were going. It's honestly, fine.
I completely just lost my train of thought when I just paused. Wow. Completely just lost my entire train of thought. Guys, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, a lot of people have been part of other groups in the past and have learned absolutely nothing. It just blows my mind. Oh, that's what I was saying. When Adam and I first had the idea for True Trading Group, we identified a problem, right? And this is where I was going with this.
Kathleen said Mike lost his choo-choo.
I'm sorry. Oh, Kathleen. I love you, Kathleen. So because I lost my train. I love you, Kathleen. So we identified a problem. Like, there was all these other groups and services out there. There's so many complaints where, like, nobody actually educates retail investors properly. It's all taking advantage of, like, their desire for instant gratification, like get rich quick schemes, like, 10 minutes a day, you can make $1,000 a day, like blah, 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 all this garbage. And it's all nonsense. And we're not learning anything. And I'm like, it's such a sin to see so many people not be educated in the stock market, because it really could be the difference it can make such a difference for your family and for generations to come. Like you think about, like my wife's grandfather, 40 years ago or 30, 35, 36 years ago when my wife was born, put money into a stock. Like, he had the wherewithal to do that, and he set the dividend, just kept reinvesting the dividend. And now you fast forward to now, 30 plus years later, and it was like, I don't know, it was like a couple $100 that he put into it. You fast forward 30 something years later, it's like a $200,000 position. Like stuff like that, stuff like that can have a lasting impact for generations to come for you and your family. You making the right decisions in the market could be the difference between, your daughter having the wedding that she always dreamed of. Your kid being able to go to the college
Thomas,
that you always dreamed of. Ahmed, welcome to the family.
No, Thomas.
Oh, Thomas. I'm sorry. Thomas, welcome to the family. Right? Is that, you making the right decisions could be the difference between being able to help your kid with their down payment for their first home. Right? Like, or taking your family on that dream vacation that you never got to go on. That's lasting impacts on your family. And not enough people are able to take advantage of it. And that's the problem that Adam and I saw when we started True Trading Group. And that's why we want to be the reason why nobody refers to retail traders as dumb money anymore. I want you guys to either, whether it's generating income from day trading and swing trading or building wealth by making better long-term portfolio decisions, I want you guys to be better positioned for success in the markets rather than continuously be taken advantage of by a bunch of marketing gurus, because they're not stock market gurus, they're marketing gurus. They feed you a bunch of nonsense to get you to pay for something and then give you absolutely zero value where you don't benefit at all, you don't make any money. In fact, even worse, you probably lose money. And True Trading Group has set out to change that industry and force our competitors to either change with us or be left in the dust. And there it is, right there. Boom. So again, guys, go to ttgoffer.com. Everyone except Austin, because we're just going to give you your money right back anyway. Go to ttgoffer.com. You guys get it for $900 price point, which is absolutely insane. The price is $1,047. You got it for $900. You're saving yourself $147 right now today. And then we're going to keep walking the price of that membership back up. So take advantage of it here now, guys. If you have any questions at all, text us 786-505-4049. Phone numbers right down there at the bottom of your screen, 786-505-4049. Just text us. Any questions at all. We're an open book. You'll talk to a real person. We're fully transparent. All right, folks. So with that said, I'll take a couple more questions. If you guys have some additional questions for me, any individual stocks, the overall market, CPI data, Fed minutes, anything you guys want to talk to me about. Like I said, I wasn't able to answer questions last night because I was interviewing Steve Leisman. So I wanted to make sure I set some time aside today to answer a lot of your questions. So if you guys have more questions for me, just fire off, send them in chat. We'll grab them, throw them on the screen. It's my honor to answer them for you. Memphis Street Doc, I love it. I'm making that difference for my grandsons right now. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's exactly what I'm talking about. So again, you guys have any other questions, go ahead, fire them off in chat. Francisco says, do you trade futures? Francisco, me personally, I do not. Another one of our moderators do or does. So it's not, True Trading Group is not just me, Francisco. There's 9 pro traders. We all have different styles. So some of us day trade, some of us swing trade, some trade stocks, some trade options, some trade futures, some day trade and swing trade. So we do have a moderator that does trade futures though. Yes. So there's something for everybody in True Trading Group. That's what I'm saying. I think it's very important for people to get exposure to a lot of, get exposure to a lot of different type of trading styles so you can figure out which is best for you. And that's something that we do in True Trading Group actually. So you guys actually go through a trader identity onboarding interview where we work with you to try to figure out what identity is best for you. And what I mean by identity is what style or strategy is best for you. right? So what works for somebody else may not necessarily work for you. We got to figure out, A, how much time do you have to be in front of your computer, if any at all? Are you trading from your phone? Can you not look at the markets at all during work? What are your personality traits? All these things factor into what style and strategy is going to be best for you. And we help you identify that as soon as you join the TTG membership, so we can get you started off on the right foot and you don't go down a path that's never going to work for you. For example, you might see a trader on YouTube that says, oh, look, I made $10,000 today. And you go and you watch their video and you're like, wow, look at that. They made $10,000 in 2 minutes. And this might be a trader that gets in and out of their trades within 2 minutes. Now, if you're working a construction site, you're teaching a classroom full of 10-year-olds, or you're driving a police car during the day, you're not going to be able to get in and out of a trade within 2 minutes. That's not possible for you to do. So that person can make $1 million in a day. You never will. So that trading style and strategy is not working for you and is not right for you. So we got to find a different style and different strategy. And we will help you identify that by going through that onboarding trader identity interview. So again, you go to ttgoffer.com and join the TTG fam. Take advantage, guys, of 59% discount here today.
Just until the stream is over.
Right. This is just when the stream is over. I'm only going to take a couple more questions, guys, and then the price will go back up to 1047.
We're going to go to 1047, then we're going to walk it back up. Yeah. You can buy with confidence, because here's the deal. When these type of things happen, and somebody calls us out or whatever, I will, I go ahead and I go ahead and refund people the difference if they just paid it like the night before. I'm not looking to screw anyone over. Neither is Mike. So if we're going to reduce the price from what it was 24 hours ago, anyone that paid more than that, even if they're not on this live stream, we're going to reach out to them and be like, hey, here's whatever it is, $120 something. I mean, it's not a huge amount of money, but it's, it's the principle of it,
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Because of TGD, I talk to my kids, 17 and 19, about investing for the long term so they can help themselves become wealthy and build passive income. I love it, money trades. I absolutely love it.
Cliff Kelly. Where is Cliff Kelly right now? Cliff Kelly just paid $1,990. I am not even sure how that's possible. But welcome, Cliff. I am going to refund you $1,010, right? $1,010 or $1,090.
How much did he pay?
He paid $19. I don't even know how he did that.
How did he pay $19.90?
I have no idea.
Yeah, you got to refund him $10.90 if that's the case.
Yeah. I'll refund. Cliff, don't you worry, buddy. We're refunding you $10.90 now, unless you want to make a donation to my car payment. Just kidding.
Mike, what's your take on the Ichimoku Cloud indicator? I don't use it at all. I know nothing about it. I could not even give you the slightest bit of contribution on that indicator, my brother. I'm sorry.
He can't even spell it.
I don't use it. I've never used it. I don't use it.
That's it.
Let me clarify something. Let me clarify something. Just because I don't use an indicator does not mean it's wrong. There is no indicator that is better than all the rest, right? Like a big mistake that a lot of amateur traders make is they try to find like one indicator that's always right. It doesn't exist. Okay. There is nothing that will ever occur in the stock market that happens 100% of the time. Nothing.
Yo, Stephen Kemp. Big shout out to Stephen Kemp. He was on the live stream last night. He was considering signing up as a trial today. Steve was like, nah, F that. He's on board. Steve and I were talking over email earlier today. I don't think people believe that it's actually us talking to them on email and text message.
Oh yeah, no, it's actually our team, guys. It's us.
Every once in a while, like I'll call people on the phone and be like, "Hey, what's going on?" They're like, "Oh wow, I didn't really think it was you." I was like, "It is."
Yeah. So like I said, there's no. So I wanted to point that out, Maximus, just to let you know.
Stephen,
welcome to the family. So Maximus, I was just pointing that out because just because I don't use it, I don't want you to think that it's bad. It just is not an indicator that I use. Just because I don't use it doesn't mean that you may not like it, right? It's just I've never used it, so I really can't comment on it. So just keep firing away, guys. Ask your questions. We'll throw them up on the screen. So do I just do the courses first and wait to trade? Acrid, I highly suggest, yes, you go through the courses if you're new. Okay. I know it's very exciting.
Tony Bridge. Oh, Tony. Welcome, Tony. Oh,
Tony, welcome to the family. So Acrid, I know it's very exciting. Like people get very excited when they join your trading group. And you
Penny, we got to welcome Penny.
Penny, welcome to the family. I know it's very exciting, right? But learn to walk before you run, please. Take your time, go through the courses, use the simulator, practice implementing what you're learning on the simulator. Make all the early, beginner mistakes. Make them with fake money. There's no reason for you to lose money by making silly mistakes. Even if you're following the moderators, right? You might say, oh, well, if I'm just doing what the mods do, then how can I lose money? If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to make mistakes if you don't know what you're doing. You're not going to sell when we sell. You're going to set the wrong type of order. You're going to do a stop limit instead of a stop on quote. You're going to buy a put instead of when you meant to buy a call. You're going to buy, 100 contracts when you meant to buy 10. Like make all those mistakes with fake money first until you get yourself comfortable. And if there's something you don't understand in the courses, attend our live workshops. We do them every day. Hit up the moderators, ask for help, hit up the members. Members are always willing to answer questions. If you have any questions that you don't understand something in the courses, when you join our family, you join our community, I'm telling you, you're not just you're not just a number to us. Okay. We all communicate with each other. We're all there for each other. We care about one another's successes and failures. So take advantage of being part of a community that genuinely gives a damn. So guys, keep typing some questions. Joe or Adam, as you guys see them, just throw them up on the screen. Are you still bullish on Meta? Yeah, Rob, but I'm actually still long it. I'm still long Meta. I've been long Meta. This was a monster trade for us. My final take profit target is right here. So right here is my final take profit target. I was actually kind of looking for an area that I can add back to full size because I've already taken the bulk of my position off the table. I bought Meta right there. Okay, so again, just to recap, I bought Meta right there. Right there is where I bought Meta on the 3rd. So exactly a week ago on Monday. And we took profit. You see the stock has really exploded over the last couple of days. You had the gap down today, but the market, the stock recovered nicely. So I'm still long a piece from right here, and I'm looking for my final take to be somewhere inside of this region. And we'll see. You got to see what happens with the CPI data, though, Robert. Like if you get a much higher than expected CPI number, then I'm not bullish on anything. Right, then everything is going to trade to the downside if the CPI number is significantly higher than expected. But if the CPI number is under expectations, Meta pumps over 220. So you just got to keep that in mind. You have a very, very, important event on Wednesday that's going to move the entire market and all the stocks within it.
I didn't know my bar mitzvah was that big of a deal. You said there was a very important event on Wednesday.
The hell are you talking about? Is it the anniversary of your bar mitzvah?
No, it was a joke.
Oh.
Sorry.
That's all right. Random. That wasn't really a joke. It was just weird.
Yeah.
All right, but what? One more question? What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have till the end of this live stream to grab the 59% discount, the $900 price point. Take advantage of it, folks. Just go to ttgoffer.com. I'll take one more question, folks. Who's it going to be?
Healthy says, someone emailed me 950 annual. Is this legit? 950 annual? We're giving it for 900. Who's trying to tax you? That's got to be Kevin. I'm sure that it is legit, but we're offering it for 900 because I'm very petty. So
this is super petty what you did.
I know. I don't care.
But I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
Honestly, it's petty enough for us to lose money on it.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not mad at it. I get it. Yeah, healthy. You don't have to worry. If someone emailed you for 950, you don't. It's 900 here, not 950. So just go to TTD offer right now. Go to ttdoffer.com. Just go there right now. You guys can get it for 900. All because of Austin. All right, folks. If nobody else has any other questions, going once, going twice.
I just got an email from Mr. Sortino, whatever the hell his name is.
Austin.
It's not his real name. It just says F you.
2 letters, F-U?
No.
Oh,
No, it's spelled out. It's spelled out in completion.
Yeah, that's what happens. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. I mean,
and it's attached to the refund email. He responded to the refund email.
So good. Thoughts on Lockheed Martin? Yes, Evan, thank you. I like Lockheed Martin. I love Lockheed Martin. I think we're going to new all-time highs. All right, so Lockheed Martin is one of the stocks that I put in my Stock Market Outlook 2023 report, saying that I thought that Lockheed Martin goes to new all-time highs this year, and we are right at all-time highs. All-time high is 498.95. High of the day today is, guess what? 498.95. So the high of the day from December 2nd was 498.95. That's an all-time high. And today, 498.95 all-time high. But give it time. I think Lockheed Martin breaks above 500 and trades up into new all-time high territory. The geopolitical tensions right now, very, very high. And, I don't see any shot in hell of the U.S. or any other European ally reducing their military budget spending this year. I don't see it happening. And I think that bodes well for Lockheed Martin to make new all-time highs. So I like Lockheed Martin to get, well over 500 in the coming months.
I just like that he sent it on the refund email.
Yeah, no, that's good. I agree with the day trade more than 3 times a week special platform. You do not need a special platform of yours. You just need a cash account, brother. So if you are only able to day trade 3 times a week, that means you are bound by the PDT rule, which means you have a margin account, but less than $25,000 in it. You do not need to do that. You don't need a margin account. You can switch to a cash account, learn to trade options. We will teach you how to trade options. And you can trade a cash account with only a couple $100 in it and make as many day trades as your heart desires. You will not be bound by the pattern day trading rule. Just switch to a cash account and then learn to trade options, because the cash you use to trade options settles in one day. Okay. The cash you're using to trade in equity takes multiple days to settle again. So if you have a small account, switch to cash and trade options. If you don't know how to trade options, we'll teach you. Who's still on the live stream that's not a member of True Trading Group, guys? Type the letters TTG if you're not a member and you're still on here. Yes, money trades. If I run for president, I'm going to run for president one of these days. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the PDT.
Brother, I love you, but you there is no shot in hell that you should be president.
I would be the best president ever. Would you guys vote for me if I ran for president?
What are they going to say? No?
Yeah. Why not? Why wouldn't they say no?
Because
Like if you asked, would I vote for you for president? I would say no.
Really?
Look, now, but wait. The hypothetical situation, now you're angry. You just told me I shouldn't be president, but I just told you I wouldn't vote for you. And now you're angry.
If we run a comparable poll in chat and we said, who would you rather vote for president, me or you?
This, you know what? We should. Adam, there's a 0% chance that you win that poll.
I disagree with you, bro.
0% chance. We're tomorrow in chat. We're gonna run a poll. If Mike and Adam were running for president, who would you vote for? But the best part about this is nobody has any idea what any of our political opinions are because we never talk about political stuff, nor will we. I don't care about your political views. You guys don't care about mine. All we care about is making money. That's all that matters.
We got to welcome. No way. I'm 90% sure this is not the same guy, but Chris Hansen just signed up for True Trading Group. Take a seat. Take a seat.
Welcome to the family.
Chris, take a seat.
Take a seat?
You don't know who Chris Hansen is, do you? Mike, you ever see the show To Catch a Predator?
That's Chris Hansen?
Where they like imitate, like they're like baiting men.
Right.
Who are into kids.
That's Chris Hansen.
He's the guy that walks in when they think they're meeting like a 13-year-old kid, and he goes, "Take a seat."
Gotcha. I didn't know that was his name.
Yeah, I'm surprised that nobody made a Chris Hansen meme with the Dalai Lama today. You don't know what I'm talking about, do you?
No idea what you're talking about.
What is this? Sirs, you paid my refund last year for emergency reasons. Still interested in coming back. Do I have to pay double? No, you don't have to pay double.
No, you don't have to pay double at all, Healthy.
But look at that. We're good people.
Yeah.
We're good people.
And it sounds like things have gotten better since your username on YouTube is Healthy. And if you're interested in coming back, listen, we told you when this happened, you had an emergency and, we refunded you the money. And
I have no idea what they're talking about, but.
Well, no, I think I do.
You don't have to pay double.
Yeah, you don't have to pay double. I told you we're here. True Trading Group's not going anywhere, guys. We're here. So Healthy, if you do want to come back, but do it now because once we get off this live stream, the price is going to go up to 1047. Right now it's 900. So Healthy, if I were you, I would just go to ttgoffer.com right now, and then you can join for just the $900. All right, so guys, what I'll do now.
You gotta welcome. I don't know who this is. Cody.
What?
Cody,
welcome to the family.
I can't believe Chris Hansen signed up. Oh, you know who came back today?
Who?
Brendan Fraser.
Oh, so he was done being a big time actor, and he came back.
He did. He came back today.
He's not filming anymore.
No, he won the Oscar for The Whale. I think he's
Right.
done.
He won his Oscar, and he's like, all right, I'm going to go back to trading. All right, Brendan Fraser, welcome back. That's exciting. All right, guys, what I'll do now you're running out of time. Because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the actual platform.
Wait, is healthy Brandon Fraser?
No, he was Brandon Fraser.
Right, but maybe you changed his name.
We also don't know if it's a guy either, because they just said thank you, I love you too.
Damn, somebody said they want to do payment over the phone. All right, I'll take your credit card over the phone.
Maybe Adam, maybe because they're driving, maybe, and they can't maybe enter it. Maybe that's why. If you want to do, guys, if you can't, just send the text 786-505-4049. And then we can, if you need to do something over the phone, we can give you a call and get you situated. All right, but you guys, you have until I'm done with this live stream to get the $900 price point. I'll show you guys the platform now, so you can actually see what you're going to get access to as a member. Because again, you pay one price, you get access to everything that we have. There he is. Look, he's wearing the hat that we got him, Adam.
Oh, that's right. He looks great.
He does look great, right? We got him that hat.
Really, I've been such a fan of his since Encino Man and School Ties.
Wow.
Have you ever seen School Ties?
Not School Ties. Encino Man, not School Ties.
School Ties is fantastic.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm happy he's coming. He came back because every time
Brandon. No.
Well, I'm glad he came back, because every time I talk to Brandon Fraser, he's wrapped up.
Should we all say, welcome, Brandon? No.
Welcome, Brandon. It's Monday. It feels like Friday. Guys, I'm going to show you the platform. I'm going to show you guys exactly.
Does anyone have any questions? Any more questions? I'm trying to buy you guys some time here because there's still people signing up right now.
Oh, you guys better hurry up. Nobody liked my wrapped up joke, huh?
It was funny.
I thought it was funny. All right, no more questions.
I wish somebody would come out and ask like a crazy tough question. I feel like we get a lot of softball questions like, what do you think is going to happen in the market tomorrow? Not like, you have 5 minutes to choose. You have to trade the right trade to save the life of your family. It's either got to be this stock or this stock. And why? Pop quiz hot shot. What's that from? It's from Speed. Really? How do you want me to help you convince people to sign up for our business when you're doing that?
When I didn't know pop quiz hot shot?
It's just pop culture in general, like.
I don't even remember. I mean, I've seen Speed a million times. I can't even remember where that is in the movie.
It's a huge part of the movie.
Pop quiz hot shot.
Yeah, or like,
I don't even remember.
What do you do? Do you shoot the hostage? Like, you don't know that either, huh?
No, I know the movie. I've seen it a bunch of times, but.
All right, I'm going to call this person that wants me to take payment over the phone. Do you know who Dennis Hopper is?
Is anyone going to ask me a question that we actually care about that could make us money, or are we just going to keep talking about movie quotes, guys?
What?
Hi, how are you?
Good. Who am I speaking with?
Get off, Adam. Get off the thing.
All right, Paul. Huh?
Who is it?
This is Adam from True Trading Group.
Adam, get off the live. All right. All right, guys. Anybody else have any questions before we wrap this up? It seems like we're getting a little, this live stream went sideways here. Thoughts on end phase tomorrow? Guys, I'll be honest with you. I don't see clear. I just think the end phase is in a period of a consolidation right now, and it's a very obvious consolidation range, 215 and 188. This is the levels, right? I mean, you can just see every time that you get up into these areas, you can see resistance, and then you guys can see down here this level of support. I just feel like end phase is just trading in a range. I don't think that we have. I don't think that we have a clear established breakout or breakdown. I think that what you've started to see is a very dominant resistance at the 50-day moving average. See this dark blue line on my screen? That's the 50-day moving average. And for the last 2 months, we've tested this 50-day moving average multiple times on end phase. And every time that we get there, the stock gets pushed down and rejected up there pretty aggressively. So, I'm just looking at this as a consolidation, and, on rallies into that 50-day moving average, I would just fade them. And on drops down into the 180s, I would look for bounces. And I think you're in a consolidation on end phase. I don't necessarily see there being any type of momentum breakout or breakdown, either up or down. I think you're in this trading range for the foreseeable future, and I would just keep shorting off that 50-day moving average. What about coin? Same exact thing with coin. Coin is still inside of a consolidation pattern. And that consolidation pattern is one that we've talked about on this live stream for the last 2 weeks. And it is support at the 200-day moving average, which is the yellow line. We get to that 200-day moving average, and it is held as a level of support multiple times. And then you have the resistance at the gap entry from when you had the SEC Wells notice. So same thing applies here. Get long in the low 60s, get short in the high 60s, and continue to play that range until you have a breakout of this consolidation pattern. These are consolidation patterns. Trade the consolidation until the level breaks. And then once you get above that level, you then try to then ride that momentum, as you should get follow through once one of those levels breaks. If you break above this 70, you should go to 76. You break underneath those high 50s, you should drop down to 54 to 53. But I would just play the range until the range breaks. These are consolidation patterns, and I don't see those clear breakouts happening yet. Maybe the CPI number on Wednesday could be the catalyst you need to break out of those ranges. Mike, do you expect Disney to break the 200-day moving average this week? And if so, then what? I think you got to be careful with Disney here. Listen, a lot of you guys have to realize something. All the questions you're asking me right now about these individual stocks, the answer will be dependent on what happens with your CPI number on Wednesday. So the CPI number is under expectations. The markets and the stocks within it are going higher. If the CPI number is higher than expected, the markets and all the stocks within it are going down. Disney has a very specific level at 102. This level right here is huge. All right. It's huge because you have the previous structure resistance from the end of February, beginning of March, but you also have the 50 and 200-day moving average. The blue line and the dark blue line and the yellow lines of 200-day moving average. It's a huge level of resistance for Disney. If the CPI number is above expectations, I will be short Disney in front of that 102 level and let it drop back into the mid-90s. Let it drop back into the mid-90s. It's a huge level of resistance. To the bullish side, you can still call it, though. You can call it an inverse head and shoulders. There's your left shoulder. Here's your head. Oops, I did not mean to grab that tool. Here's your head. Here's your right shoulder, and then there's your neckline, right? And there's inverted head and shoulders. And if the CPI number is lower than expected, then you look for upside, and you could pump that thing back to 106. I just think, in order for you, it's silly for me to sit here today and be like, yeah, this stock, and give definitive calls on these, because when you have a stock that's at a key level like this, depending on what the CPI number is, it's a break. I mean, you just have to wait and see what that CPI print is. And then depending on what the number is, I'll be long or short minded going into Wednesday and Thursday. And then you got retail sales on Friday. That's what I'm saying. This is going to be a huge week. You got to have your game plan laid out. You got to have like your list of stocks to say to yourself, okay, if the CPI number is under expectations, these are the stocks I'm getting long. If the CPI number is is above expectations, these are the stocks I'm getting short. That's how you have to play this. React to this number. Do not try to predict it. React to it. There will be plenty of action after the number that you don't have to get the number itself right. Wait for the number, trade it from there. All right. Okay, gang. That wraps up our live stream. Hope you guys had a good time. This is a very informal live stream. You guys enjoyed it. We kind of had some laughs, but we also went over some really good educational stuff. I'll show you the platform now so you guys can actually see for yourself what you're going to get access to as a member of True Trading Group, what's included for the $900 here this evening. You have only until I'm done with this live stream to get it for $900. So I'd hurry up and go to ttgoffer.com right now and take advantage of it. All right.
Yo, Mike, welcome Youssef.
Youssef, welcome to the family.
And then we got to welcome Paul, who's in the process of signing up as well. I'm on
Paul,
the
welcome to
Paul,
the family.
say hello. You're on the live stream.
Thank you, Mike.
Paul, welcome, Paul. I look forward to trading with you, brother.
I heard about you like 2 years ago, but it was my sister who joined it first.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
All right. So, Mike, you were able to get Youssef, right?
Yep. We welcome Youssef. Welcome, Peter.
And then,
Mike.
and then we have to welcome Ma. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Paul. One sec.
Ma?
One second. Yeah, the name is Ma Margarita.
I like her already.
It's just somebody else signing up.
I like her already. Ma Margarita, welcome to the family. Healthy is asking, am I processing, Adam? I'm not sure who Healthy is, but
Healthy, give me your first name.
Adam, did you see the Mario movie?
No. You're just on speakerphone right now. I'm trying to multitask with you.
I get it.
Just further proof that you actually do get to talk to somebody when you call in. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it is Healthy. Healthy is Ma Margarita.
Okay, perfect.
All right. Excellent. Ma Margarita, welcome to the family. All right, guys, let me show you what the platform looks like, right? Because when you join, you're going to get our chat room, obviously. The chat room is where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic. We're calling out trades. We're with you the whole day, okay? We're with you from pre-market all the way through till after hours. We're not gone after an hour, and you'll have to fend for yourself, all right? Everything's included, all right? You will be getting access to all of our trade alerts in real time as we execute our orders. If you're not in front of your computer, we've got you covered with our mobile app. The mobile app will let you see the screen share, listen to the audio commentary, and get real-time push notifications when moderators enter and exit trades. You can follow along with what we're doing inside of chat. You get 2 private study groups with our mods. This will help speed up your learning curve and make sure you guys get started on the right foot. You get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed, gives you news as soon as it crosses the wire. You get congressional trading data to follow and track the trades being made by members of Congress. You get TradingView's premium charting software. That's the most commonly used charting software by active traders. The Trade Ideas scanner streams on our platform every day. This way you can follow along and see what are the hottest stocks so you know where to focus your energy and your time and attention for the best opportunities to profit in the markets. You'll get ET&A Simulator, lets you trade stocks, options, and crypto and futures with fake money, but with real-time data, so you can practice implementing what you are learning. You get our own scanner that lets you create customized scans. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow. A trading journal tracks your trading and breaks it down to the numbers and statistics. You can see what you're doing wrong. A social sentiment scanner will tell you what stocks are being mentioned most on social media. Analyst ratings on any stock that you're interested in, so you can follow along and see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating on a particular stock. watch list every day from the mods and I. All right. That'll tell you exactly what stocks we're focused on and how we plan on trading them. And then all the courses. The course is already simplified, yet expanded upon version of the 3-month educational training program that I went through when I worked at the fund in New York. Beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto futures, you name it, we've got it. It's all included. There is no upsell for courses. There's no VIP courses that after you join cost more money. You get access to every one of them when you join for the 900. Then you get a video library. The video library has about 600 hours of workshops that we've conducted with members live. Then you can start attending these workshops with us live as a full-time member. But you can go back and watch all the previously recorded ones. We do them all the time. Okay? Folks, it's time you invested in something real. Something with real education, real tools, real mentorship. Something that gives you a real chance of being successful. And listen, I can't guarantee you'll be successful just because you join True Trading Group. But what I will guarantee you, anyone that joins True Trading Group right now for the $900, if you go through our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend the study group and are still unable to make $900 back at least once during your membership, I'll give you back double your money. I'll give you $1,800 back. Dead serious. I'll do that because I stand behind the platform we've created. I see the results that members have, and we've only had to give a refund to about 2.51% of our members since 2016. If our refund rate was 20%, I certainly would not offer you double your money back. But because it is 2.51, I have no problem giving it to you. 78% of our members renew their membership or have become lifetime members of the platform. And we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,000 reviews. Based on that information, I have no problem offering double your money back to anyone that joins here this evening. Go to ttgoffer.com right now, folks. Take advantage of that $900 price point before it's too late. Thanks for joining us tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. If you haven't done so already, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. Never miss out on these lives. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening. Hurry up and go to ttgoffer.com. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. We're an open book. Talk to Adam. He's waiting for you. 786-505-4049. Text that phone number at the bottom of your screen. Adam will help answer any questions that you guys have. We'll get you guys situated and all set up. I'll see you guys in chat tomorrow. Take care, guys.